you backed it up first try, got it in the perfect spot.
I straddled the bumper.
You straddled the bumper, and you got it level. I don't think that's ever
Doesn't happen a lot. I'll take it.
Especially at a state campground.
Everybody just wants their wife to be proud of them, so I appreciate that. We didn't set this video up.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
It is, and our rig is longer than our site by quite a bit, but we were able to straddle the parking bumper. So now we're here 5 days with no full hookups.
Be relaxing.
Yeah.
Fun.
So what we're gonna do is I got me a new outdoor TV mount that's gonna go here-ish for the Indy 500 so we can watch the race. My Starlink's in low data mode right now. I messed around with it a little bit our last trip. We're gonna see if we can stream live TV on low data mode. For now, it just switched this week to $10 a month. Everybody's losing their mind about it since it used to be $5, but either way, we're gonna try that before we fully activate the Starlink and see if we can stream live sports for $10 a month. I took the trailer to I-69 Trailer Center and I had the more rides installed. The CRE 3000, and I'm telling you, they make a difference. It was awesome. We went 1996 old school on this. I wanted to go look at my TV so that I knew if I was off to the side or whatever, it'd still be viewable the same. But it turns out you can only get a 720p TV at Best Buy in 32-inch or smaller. I figured for just sitting outside, having sports on or whatever, it's probably okay.
The dog is traumatized.
Minnie, it's okay. I could read the directions, but that seems cumbersome, does it not? And I got this little mount called Mount It. Always wear protective gear and have a vise when you're doing this. I have neither.
And you still haven't read the instructions.
Don't need to. It's 4 screws that go in. What could go wrong? Mandy was talking to her friend Monica and she goes, "Have you been camping?" And Mandy said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Okay, when's the video coming out?" She's like, "Well, we weren't going to do it." Monica goes, "I'm one of your fans. My mom's one of your fans. You're going to do another video. I don't care what it's about. Do another video." Is that accurate?
Yeah, you're a little more intense than she was. She was a little nicer, but...
I like to portray her as this intense person that's she's the nicest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
I think I stay more in line when I'm threatened by someone. So, Monica, this video is for you and your family. You're going to learn how Starlink low speed data works on a outdoor TV while you're camping. Ta-da! Here's all the extra parts we don't need.
That's hilarious.
I'm going to put 2 screws in the outside of my camper, which I'm slightly terrified about, but I think I found a good mounting point. And we're just going to hope it all works out and that there's really something to fasten to behind there, because if not, we permanently have 2 holes on the outside of our camper. What's the chances I drill this and don't hit anything, you think?
Pretty good.
Pretty darn.
This is me right now. I'm a helper.
Are your feet at the right elevation? Everything good?
Everything's great.
Okay. I mean, there's something in there. The question is, what is it? I'm sure that there's a right way. I don't claim to know what I'm doing. We're going to do a little tiny hole and see what happens. Oh good, this one's dull. I think there was wood back there. I need a dab of silicone before I do this. I chose to go with a resealable one because the giant ones that you buy in a caulking gun normally go crusty before I even get a chance to use them. That was bigger than I wanted to make. We'll just put a dab on. Says it should be good. It's supposed to have a level in there. That fell out before it made it here from China.
What's that little hook on the bottom for?
Your cord goes through there, it says.
Mm.
We'll never use it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's see if the TV slides in. I think it might even be level. And if not, we're not going to tell anybody. So it tilts and it tilts. I feel like this is that episode of The Office. A lot of people in the room, get it close to the wall.
I want to show you something. A lot of people in the room, you need more space. Voila, right into the wall. Wow.
Can I do the honors?
Oh, I cringe. Now you're going to see everybody. You already got your finger on the corner.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what's all that?
That is.
Boogers. So the other side of this is there's actually 2 brackets. So this TV can hang in the camper, and then when you need it, you take it out and you hang it out here. So it's still got a storage place. The kids had a stand in their room, and so I'm going to put the other one on the stand in the room so that we can either use it in there or move it back and forth.
Hey,
So.
I'm using this hook. It's really handy. You just tuck your cord up there, so it doesn't have to be all hanging down.
Look at you.
You make fun of me now, aren't you?
Well, I think this is a valuable learning moment for you and all the other 14-year-old boys out there. I said, "What are you doing?" And he had this sheepish look on his face. And I said, "You overextended my tape measure, now it won't retract anymore, will it?" Let's see, what does that say on the end of it? What's that say? Stop. Right there. In 3 different languages. It says stop.
Well,
and you kept pulling, didn't you?
I don't speak those two.
You don't speak the one that says stop?
I didn't
So
see
now I got a tape measure that I get to throw in the garbage. You're buying me a new tape measure.
I don't have money.
Ugh.
Hey, no, you can just take this off and you can still measure stuff.
Yeah, great. I just, roll it up and have a tape measure, or have the actual tape part stuck in the drawer.
It'll go back in.
If you can get it back in, that's great, but I have very low faith that you're going to be able to pull this
I
off.
don't think it'll go back in.
That's why it says stop, dude. There weren't even any more numbers on it. This is why I can't have nice things, folks.
I'm sorry.
My kids destroy everything.
It'll still like roll up.
Yeah, that'll be convenient. Yeah, let's just use it like that. So the key to low speed data on Starlink is only having one device connected. And the key to that is change the password to your network so that your device obsessed teenagers aren't trying to pull all your data through a small pipe. So that's what we've done. We changed the password. I'm gonna go boot everything up, connect the TV to it, and see how it goes with one device connected. 2 cellos. Wanna watch 2 cellos?
It's pretty decent.
It's AC/DC 2 cellos.
If it's on YouTube, it's probably amazing.
Yeah.
It's thinking. So we're streaming YouTube on low speed data.
On our new TV mounted to our camper.
So if you watch it from way back here, it's still blurry. I feel like if you were watching something really long, like a movie that was an hour or 2 long, and you just let it load and it started rolling, because it's not buffering. So you can stream YouTube on it. You can tell what it is. It's probably like, I don't know what the lowest is, 360? Might even be 280 or something like that. There's a 200 and a 300. Let's see if we can watch live TV. Okay, it took 45 seconds after I got into the YouTube TV app. But we are now streaming real TV. So this fall when it's football season and we're not camping a ton, we will probably set up the Starlink on the low data plan and we'll watch football.
Okay.
So there you go. We tested the theory. This proves it. I will run a speed test here in a minute to see what the speed is. I did notice there's 2 different kinds of speed tests. There's like speakeasy speed test, which barely even registers, but if you run Starlinks, it says that it's like 0.7. So take that for what you will. Mission successful.
Yay!
Get you a Starlink. It's great.
2 days later.
Oh, it's Indy 500 day. Everything's working good. Jim.
And it seems that I can see the gleaming candlelight still shining bright through the sycamores for me. The new moon haze sends all its fragrance from the fields I used to roam. When I dream about the moonlight on the Wabash, then I long for my Indiana.
South Dakota.
Not my style of music, but still cool. Alright guys, we appreciate you tuning in for another episode. We didn't do a lot in this one. This has kind of been our life right now. We're just trying to squeeze in camping whenever we can with the regular madness of life. So we got a couple new places we're going in the next coming weeks. So we'll try and document some of that. A little easier to make content when you're going somewhere new instead of the same places every time. So either way, if you made it this far, we appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks.